Hello, my friends. Welcome. Come to grab a glass of water and come and find a comfortable seat. So welcome to Homes for Lambeth YouTube channel. My name is Claire, if you haven't met me before, and I am going to be your instructor for the session. Please know that Homes for Lambeth are providing you with these sessions as part of the work that they're doing to support mental health and well-being during this very difficult time. Couple of extra things from me before we get going. Clearly, I'm not in the room with you, so please only do the exercises that feel nice. Yeah. If you have high blood pressure, keep your head up as opposed to dropping your head down. And yeah, just do what feels good. And I will give you a number of layers and levels as we progress. Please also know that we start a portion of the practice into the chair, and then we will also come up to stand, and I will give you some standing options for those of you that would like to. So with all of that preamble done, let's come into our practice. So come and get comfortable on your seat, nice and tall. Come to rest the hands onto the legs. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out of the mouth. You made it. You made it to your practice. All is well. Again, deep breath in. Let it go. Final one, deepest breath in. And exhale. Well done. Roll the shoulders back. Let's close down the eyes, just resting the hands onto the thighs. And start now to close down the mouth, so that you are breathing purely in and out through the nostrils. So just starting to settle. Nice easy breath in. An easy breath out. And so we take this time at the beginning of our yoga class to give us time to just come to land. Yeah, just to become familiar with now sitting quietly and breathing, of stepping away from your day or your evening whenever you're watching this video. So just give yourself a moment to arrive. And what I mean by that is sometimes when we come to do our practice, maybe our head is still thinking about work or family or general life stuff. Yeah, our brain is still thinking, and we're still very much looped into what we were doing before. And so this time just to sit and breathe is our chance to go, okay, I'm now doing this. I'm now focusing on me. And that's what we hope to provide with these sessions, is this is the opportunity to check in with you. Spine is very tall and shoulders roll down the back. And there's a sense of lifting up through the front of your chest. Rib cage expands as you inhale. And it contracts on your exhale. And so you're not trying to do anything special with the breath right now, just observe it. Do you have a shallow breath, a deep breath? Do you prefer the inhale? Do you prefer the exhale? But trying to turn your camera lens inwards to yourself rather than external distractions, maybe noises, anything going on in your environment. We're trying to just let all of those sounds in the external environment go, all of those little things that are pulling our thought processes off. I need to do this, I need to do that. Just let all of that go. All is there to be picked up. Yeah, all is there to be picked up at the end of class. But for now, just giving yourself a break. Neck is long. Just a nice, full, steady, and calm breath. And notice perhaps, how are you feeling already? Has something shifted in the 3-4 minutes that we've been breathing together? Do you feel a little bit more anchored into the body than you did when you first started? I know I do, even just a few minutes in. This precious time out. That's what it is. It's time out. And you can do this at any point during your day. Just allowing the breath to wash over you. And then let's take a deep breath in together. Just a gentle sigh out of the mouth. And you can softly open your eyes if they were closed. Yeah. And let's start to find movement into the body. We start with the neck always. Just gently drop one ear to the shoulder. Yeah, I'm dropping right ear to the shoulder. And just pause here. And you should get a really nice stretch all the way down the side of your left neck. So just let that settle. Note that I'm not leaning over. So stay very upright. Just pull your belly in a little bit so you feel you have a bit of core support in the center of your body as you lean. And then if you wish to intensify this, I'll bring my right hand gently to my head and I'll extend my left arm away. And that just gives a greater stretch. And then maybe you angle your chin slightly down. And that will just move the stretch to a slightly different place in the neck. It almost takes the stretch towards the back. Keep the breath coming nice and easy so we don't change the breath. It remains unhurried and full. To very gently release and very gently, you can even bring the hand to the head to help it come back up. And then let's feel that to the second side. So left ear to left shoulder. Noticing how this side feels. And so maybe this is the side when you're not so stiff, or maybe this is your stiffer side. Yep, if it's the side where you're really stiff, then go really easy. Yep, don't come any deeper than this. For those of you that this still feels fine, bring that hand gently onto the head to increase the stretch. Push the arm away and breathe. And again, maybe angle the chin towards the chest. And gently release. Again, give your head a helping stretch up, pose the stretch, and then come to drop chin to chest. Try to stay lifted. So we're not rounding, not yet, that's to come. For now, stay very lifted. You're going to feel this as a sensation into the back of the neck. And so this should feel a good one. We're so stiff usually into the back of the neck. You might also feel this travel down the spine a little bit. Yeah, I know that I do. And again, my friends, for those of you who wish to intensify this, gently bring the hands and interlace them and just rest them on the back of the skull. And that will just encourage the greater stretch. So just let that settle. Again, if it feels too much, please just release the hands. Keep the breath coming. Gently release. Again, you can even bring hand to chin to pick up the head. Good. So let's just ease some of that out into our half head circles. So a gentle windscreen wiper to the left. Yeah, that's what it feels like a little bit. And then to the right. And so keep going with that. And I do this at the beginning of all of these classes that we've been doing together on YouTube. I do this at the beginning of all of them because it is still one of the best ways of not just stretching the neck, but mobilizing the neck, yep, making it more mobile, which is, of course, what we want to do. We want the body to be both strong, both flexible, and also with an ability to move. If this feels okay, then you're very welcome to try the full circle. So that's taking the head all the way back, but I'm gingerly taking it to the back. I'm not crunching the vertebra at the back of my neck. It's a very loose circle. And if that doesn't feel nice, then stay with the windscreen wipers right and left. If there's anywhere that you spot that you feel you just want to come back into, the hold, then you can listen to your body. Couple more. And then bring that head back to center. Yep. Take a deep breath in. Lift your arms up. Interlace through your fingers. Push your palms away and get nice and tall. Yep. Have a little wiggle from side to side. And then let's start to move into the arms. So take one arm across the body and just hold it in place. You should feel that there's a nice stretch to the outer arm. And breathe here. So neck, shoulders, and upper spine, they tend to be the places that when we are more sedentary that we really feel. So this one is a stretch. We will work into mobility in a moment. But just enjoy that feeling of release into the back of that arm. And then release it and then come to feel second side. And for me, this one feels much easier than the other one. And just check, as always, whenever you work the shoulders, that it's not creeping up to the ear. Can you keep that ear down and have lots of space around your neck? To release, let's just move a little bit away from the edge of my chair. Just start to take big arm circles with that right arm. Just make sure there's nothing behind you that you can hurt yourself by whacking your arm into. Great big circles. Yep, get right into that shoulder joint. If it feels too much to have the arm straight and this high, it could be really low. Okay, it could even be hand to the shoulder. It's just about finding your range of movement. And then maybe take a few forward facing. And then maybe alternate. There's no right or wrong with what we're doing at the moment. It's just about what feels good. So if it feels nice to, just keep going backwards, or if it feels nice to do one of each, then go for it. What you're doing is you're encouraging that arm bone as it fits into your shoulder socket to move. So anything at all that feels good, and then release that. And you should already feel a sensation, a heat into that arm. And let's work that to the second side. So great big circles. And it always feels good to, get this feeling of arms up. So again, no right or wrong. Sweep forwards, sweep back. You can have elbow bent. Just something that moves. And you might find that, particularly with working the arms and having the arms overhead, you might feel your heart rate pick up a little bit. And then once again, take the arms up, interlace, push them up. Maybe it feels a little easier for you to do now in the shoulders. Again, a wiggle from side to side targets the side body. And then release and just let the shoulders settle. Let's come to start moving into the spine. So bring the hands to the thighs. As usual, I like to demo the twists from the side so that you can fully see what my spine is doing. So let's move into our flexion and extension. So round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest and push the hands away. And you should feel this all the way down your spine. Stay here for this first one. We'll become more fluid in a moment. But for now, just really drop into that stretch. Breathe into it, enjoy it. So chin tucked to the chest, belly scoops in, spine is rounded. And then move that into its opposition. So instead of rounding the spine, now I arch it. I draw my hands back. That will help me to take my shoulders back. I can puff up the chest and I can stick my tailbone out. So now, rather than having a rounded spine, I've got an arch. So pause and just notice the different sensations that each one brings. You might have a preference. One might feel better in the body for you than the other. So this one, particularly for me, I get a greater stretch down here, into the lower spine. And then when we take the other pose, the stretch moves up into the upper spine. So whole spine workout. Let's do a couple more. So draw the hands back, stick the tailbone out and arch the spine. Pause and breathe, get lifted through the chest. You're literally puffing the chest up. To tuck chin to chest and round the spine, push the hands away. And now let's do that fluidly. Here we go. Draw the hands back, lift the chest, lift the face. Inhale. Tuck chin to chest, round the spine, push the hands away. Exhale. Inhale, chest lifts, shoulders back. Exhale, chin to chest, round spine. Inhale, everything lifts. Exhale, tuck and round. Twice more. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck. Final one. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck. Come back to what we call a neutral spine, which means it's neither tucked or arched. It's very natural, normal curvature of the spine. Come to bring your feet flat to the floor. You might need to scoot to the edge of your chair. Bring your arms into almost like a genie shape. Palms are down for now. Take a deep breath in. Pull in through your belly. Exhale to the right. I'm breathing out through the mouth now for the twists. Inhale. Exhale, twist left. Inhale to center. Exhaling right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. And so now we are moving into the spine rotation. Again, it can feel very stuck. It does for me. Upper spine particularly is what we're trying to encourage to be mobile. And so, you'll note as we get older, our spine particularly loses its flexibility, and we see lots of hunched spines as we get older. And so we're trying to lessen the likelihood of that happening by keeping a very healthy, active spine. And this kind of movement does just that. Take a couple more, and maybe that you notice as you go from side to side that the spine actually, it starts to feel a smidgen easier as your muscles around the vertebra of the spine go, okay, I have to move. And come to center for a moment, drop the arms, take a side bend, deep breath in, deep breath out. So now just still into the spine, but asking the spine to tip to the side. You're going to feel this as a stretch all the way down your waist. Inhale up, exhale other side. So don't tip too far over. Make sure you're sitting strongly through your thighs. Again, deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Keeping that work with the spine. Cross your left leg on top of your right. Lift up through the spine and turn to your left. So left leg on top, turn to the left. Again, still working right into the mid-spine. For those of you who want to feel the stretch across the front of the arm, you're welcome to take the arm back. If you feel that you end up feeling a little bit like this because the shoulder's tight, then my guidance would be hand to the waist or keep your hand to the chair. Keep pushing your tailbone into your chair and the crown of your head to the sky, so that essentially what you're doing in this twist is you're lengthening both up and down. So we're literally trying to find as much space through the spine as we can. And then just release that. And then have a feel for second side. So right leg on top of left. I sit up, I plug the bottom down, I lift through the crown of the head, and I turn towards the right. And give yourself a couple of breaths here before you then make that decision whether it feels nice or not to take the arm back. And release. Well done. Come back to face forwards, and let's move a little bit more into both spine, body, and legs. Once again, I'm towards the edge of the chair. I'm sitting tall. Let's take our sun salutations on the chair. So deep breath in, lift up, gaze lifts. Exhale, pour your body, melt it over the legs and drop the head. Hands to the shins or thighs as you inhale, lengthen. That's the shoulder back feeling that you've worked before. And exhale, take it back over the legs. Inhale, sweep and circle the arms up. Exhale, draw the hands at the heart center. Well done. Again, deepest breath in, chest lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, fold at the hips all the way over the legs and let the weight of the head go. Feel the neck release. Inhale, hands to the thighs as you lift the chest, arch the spine. Exhale, release and bow once again over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. You're getting that circular movement in the shoulders. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, I'll demo from the side so you can see my spine. Deep breath in, lift. Deep breath out, sit bones back as I melt forwards. Hands to the thighs as I lengthen forwards. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep and rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. You're going to do that 2 more times. Just move with the breath. Just let it feel nice. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. hands to thighs. Inhale, refold, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's go with that one final time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And so in yoga, that sequence is called salute to the sun, Surya. Yeah, Surya being sun. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just checking in, noticing how you're doing. And then let's start to connect into the legs before I give you the opportunity to stand if you wish. So again, for this one, you might need to scoot towards the back, towards the front of your chair, enough so that you feel you can take your legs into this V. Now, they don't have to be too far. And just make sure that your chair really is stable and strong enough before you tip over. Tip forwards, I should say, before you tip forwards. And so you're not coming too far. Just place the hands onto the legs and just pause here and breathe and notice what you notice. Where do you feel the stretch? And so where potentially you will feel the stretch is into the back of the legs. This is our chair version of a wide-legged forward fold. So breath nice and easy. We're just giving the legs the opportunity to open. A few more breaths. To walk your hands back up, bring your feet together. Well done. Let's come to stand. So move your chair out of the way, but have it close by so that if you need support, you have it. And then come to bring feet hip distance apart. So on the chair, we took these arm circles. So let's do those now that you're standing and you feel like you have a bit more space. So great big sweeps. Again, just have a check that there's no risk of you whacking something behind you. And then get moving. And, maybe you can go a little quicker now that you're standing, now that you feel you have a little bit more space in the body, now that you're warm. So great big circles, forwards, backwards. It's like you're doing the front crawl and then the back crawl. And then release that and feel that to the second side. So circle it back, circle it forwards. Again, maybe one of each. To release. Good. Bring your feet together. Take a deep breath in and lift your right arm up. Take a deep breath out and take a side bend. And I'm just softly bending into the knees. It's a little bit of a bowing forwards, just so that you don't pinch the lumbar spine. Inhale, center, switch arms. Exhale, side bend to the right. Again, inhale. So we did this at the chair. So you've warmed up gently on the chair, and now, when you stand, you have more space to move, not just more space around you, but more space in the body. We're getting the legs more involved now. Keep going with that, just flowing from side to side, opening through the side spine. Let's take one more to each side. And then release. Good. Let's come to our spine roll downs. I am having feet hip distance apart. And so you'll stand tall. You'll tuck your chin to your chest. You'll soften your knees and you'll try to roll down. literally trying to touch every single vertebra. And just go only as far as you can go. Some of you just might get stuck around hands to knees, and that's okay. Just hold it. If you have more flexibility, you might come further down. Some of you might even touch the floor, and it really doesn't matter if you don't touch the floor. What matters is you feel a stretch into the back of the legs. Let's slowly roll up. Keep the head heavy, yet the head is the last thing to come up. Slowly roll one vertebra at a time. Scoop through your belly. And then when you get to the top, roll the shoulders back. So for those of you less mobile, if you wish to have the stability of doing this holding the chair, remember that you can. Yeah, we've done this before. So chin to chest. You know, you might come halfway. You might even keep the head up and then slowly roll up. So do what feels good. Otherwise, let's do this a couple more times, whatever version you're in. Inhale at the top. Exhale, tuck knee to chest and slowly roll down. Take a nice couple of breaths at the bottom and then slowly roll up. So you're getting into the spine, and of course, when you fold forwards, you're getting right into the back of the legs. Here we go, twice more. Chin to chest, soften the knees, roll one vertebra at a time. Again, a couple of breaths when you get to wherever your end of the movement is, even if it's here, that's okay. Just breathe to slowly roll up. One more. This time you're going to stay in the forward fold. So tuck chin to chest, softly roll, come all the way and just pause into the forward bend. Again, my high blood pressure people could even have hands to the chair. You can keep the chest up and the head up, so there's no extra pressure to the heart. And you can still get a really nice stretch into the back of the legs. And that goes for everybody, really, if you prefer to have hands to the chair. All that matters is that you're feeling a sensation into the back of the body, and it feels good. You can even move around with the knees, pedaling one knee, pedaling the other knee. How does that feel? You know, these classes are about exploring the body. A few more. And then slowly come on up. Again, keep that head heavy. It's the last thing. To rise and shoulders set onto the back. Good. Stand tall and just take a moment. Let the body settle. So sometimes when we can have the head down, you can feel a little lightheaded. So pause strong into what we call Tadasana or mountain pose. Yeah, it's just standing up tall, strong and straight. And just give yourself a moment here. Good. And so let's piece some of that work together, some of the side bends together, some of the chest up work that we've done together into a little flow. I'll demo it forwards and I'll demo it to the side. I'll demo it to the side first. So here we go. Have those feet. Let's have them together, completely together. And so let's take an inhale to lift and take an exhale to a side bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side bend the other way. Inhale, back up. Bend the elbows, bend the knees and lift the chest. It's a tiny back bend, really small. Just think more about chest lift than back bend. And then inhale. And then exhale once again, dive over your legs. Bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen the heart. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, lift the gaze. It's your inhale, you come back to stand. Exhale, bring the hands at the heart center. I'll demo that to the side, to the front. Deep breath in, lift. Deep breath out, side bend. Inhale to the center. Exhale, we side bend to the other side. Inhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, chest lifts. Inhale, back up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen the heart. Exhale, release and fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the knees and the elbows. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, dive over your legs. Hands to the shins or the chair. It's your halfway lift. It's your exhale back into the fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep up, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Take a moment, take an in breath. And let it go. And let's build onto that flow and come into a pose called chair pose. And so once again, bring your feet together. This time you're going to bend the knees and sit your bottom back. So it's called chair because it is literally as if you were coming to sit onto the chair, okay? It's that movement. So we bend the knees, brush the floor, sink the bottom back as if coming into a chair, and then sweep the arms forward. That's inhale. Sweep the arms back, exhale. Do that twice more. Inhale. Exhale. You're now building up strength into the thighs. Inhale. You're also building strength into the back. Exhale. Good. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Exhale. So you've been there before. It's this little back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive over your legs. Hands to the shins. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So by these repetitive moves, these flows, the body responds, and as you're pulsing in and out of these repetitive moves, the body opens, begins to open. So here we go. Let's do that again. Bend the knees, sweep the arms. Inhale, back muscles engage here. Exhale. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. This time, can you pick up and hover the heels? Maybe you have to hold your chair to do this one. Yep, I've lifted the heels from the floor. You're going to feel how the intensity picks up into your legs. If you can balance, go for it. Have a play. Take another inhale and exhale. Ground the heels as you inhale, you get the sweet relief, and exhale into your back bend. Inhale, lift. Once again, we exhale, dive over the legs and stretch the back of the legs and the spine. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen the heart. Exhale, release. Good. Bend the knees, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. You have one more to go. Bend the knees, inhale, arms forward. Exhale, sweep back. Inhaling, good. Keep that bottom leaning back. Exhale. Inhale, let's have a play with lifting the heels. Exhale, press the knees together. Keep pressing the ankles together. They're going to want to flare apart. Again, it's okay to hold on to the chair. To release the heels, take that breath in. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, back bends. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, lift up. Connect the hands to the heart center. Pause for a moment, feet hip distance apart, turn your palms up, roll your shoulders back, close down your eyes and just rest. So let the breath settle if you've noticed that it's picked up, speeded away. And notice the energy coursing through the body because of doing these very heat-inducing flows. You might feel a sensation into the front of the legs, the back of the legs, the back body. And then release. Well done. Couple more standing poses and then we'll come back to the chair. So let's stretch all of that out a little bit into a chair version of downward facing dog. So hands to the chair. I'm going to walk my feet back, back, back. And then I'm going to melt my chest towards my legs. So hands reach actively away. This should feel really nice in the body, downward facing dog. And so just pause here, let the body stretch out. To then look forwards and just walk your feet back in. Good, well done. Let's do a few standing poses. You're welcome to hold on to the chair for support. Step your right foot back. It's quite a way back. Be on the ball of your back foot. Lunge into your left leg. You're welcome to stay holding the chair in your lunge position. For those of you who have more mobility, you can lift the arms up, high lunge. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, inhaling and exhaling. So building up strength into the legs. Yeah, and just make sure that this front knee isn't tracking over the toe. Yep, so that knee is in line with the ankle. From here, bring your hands to the chair. Can you slowly pick up the back leg? It's not coming high. Hips face forward, chest faces forward into this chair version of Warrior 3. So this is really strong on the back of the standing leg. Okay, you're going to feel that in the hamstrings. It's a burner. Keep breathing. Keep scooping in the belly to support you. Can you soften into that left knee to step your foot back into the lunge foot to then find yourself once again in your lunge? And then just step change. Well done, guys. Just step change the legs, left leg back. It wriggles far back. You bend into the knee, knee over the ankle. Again, hold the chair or extend your arms up to the sky. And really flare your fingers. That will help you to get a real sense of energy through the arms. So you're pushing into that back heel. Again, maybe you go a little longer. You wiggle that back foot back. And so the breath is going to pick up. So deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Take one more. To hinge forwards at the hips, to set your hands onto the chair, to slowly drag that back foot closer in, and then potentially lift it up. So if this is hard for you, just keep the foot really low. Otherwise, maybe you lift it a little higher. Again, now feel how much the standing leg on this side has to work. Belly in, spine long, neck is long. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, exhale. Good. Slowly bend the standing knee. Can you set the ball of the foot down, rising up into your lunge to step feet together and recover. Well done. Final one, final standing pose. We haven't done this one for a while. Let's come into tree pose. And so let's have feet parallel and bring your right foot. For beginners, it just might be here, okay? And for this one, I would hold a chair until you really, really feel stable. So it's either to the shin For those of you who are a bit more flexible, it can come right up to the inner groin. Where it isn't is here. Yeah, resting on the knee. This is where people tend to put their foot because it feels easy. The bone of the knee almost forms a shelf, but we don't want to put it there. Yeah, so don't put it on that shelf. Put it below or high. If you're going high, you really need to push the foot into the leg and the leg back just to create that, you know, that sensation. And just breathe. Spine is nice and tall. If you want to test the balance, you're welcome to take the hands away from the chair. If you feel very comfortable, you can bring hands to the heart. If you feel incredibly comfortable, you can extend out. Yeah. Otherwise, stay happily where you are with hand to the chair, just getting used to this feeling. Yeah, it's very strong in the legs. So take a couple of breaths here and we'll feel this to the other side. And then gently release. Well done. So make sure your chair is on the other side, and let's now have a feel. Second side. So stand tall and grounded through your right foot, spread out your toes. Pick up the left foot, place it to the inner shin. Knee wraps open, okay? So rather than it being forwards, we're trying to externally rotate through the hips. And then that option of how does it feel second side? So for me, this side is easier. The other side feels much harder. And again, it's these inconsistencies in the body. So it's always worth trying a pose on both sides. So pause, breathe, settle the shoulders, make sure there's no tension creeping up into the upper body. Again, you can play with keeping on lifting up one hand or the other, or bring hands to the heart or extend. And it's okay to wobble. You know, sometimes we wobble, sometimes we fall out of it. You know, we'll do this. That's okay. Take a deep breath. It's about your attitude to coming back that's important, not whether or not you fall out. And so breathing in, inhale and exhale. Let's take one more because you've been here a while on this side. And release. Well done, my friends. Let's come back to your chair so that we can start to cool down and settle down. Have a sip of water if you need to. Otherwise, in you come. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. So worked hard today. Again, deep breath in and let it go. And then in our true yoga form, this is where once the hard work is done, you have a slouch in your chair. Now I allow you to slouch. Extend those legs out, get comfortable, and just take a few moments with your eyes closed. Just let your body completely relax. Notice how you feel at the end of your practice. How are you? Do you feel better than when you started? I hope so. So just relaxing, let all the muscles go. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale, open your eyes and stretch your arms way above the head. Take a full body stretch. You can point through the feet and then come to sit back up nice and tall. Rest your hands onto your thighs, roll your shoulders back. Once again, take that deep breath in. Let's seal our practice. Deep breath out. Arms lift up. Inhale. We draw the hands together at the heart center in a gesture of gratitude to yourself in your practice. You bow the head to yourself and Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that was useful. That reminder, this is all being provided to you by Homes for Lambeth, and you can check out more about what they're doing at homesforlambeth.co.uk. So that's their website address. Otherwise, I very much look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much for joining me.